Hi guys, you're welcome back again to the channel. It's your girl Irene, and today's video I have something I want to talk about. Somebody dropped a comment in my video the last time, but because the phone that I would have used to read out the comment is bad, I am going to try to say it offhand, and then I'm going to put the clip of the message of the comment on the screen so you guys can see it. I want us to talk about it. So that person said that a friend of hers, I think a male friend, told her that all men cheat, that every man is a cheater, so that it is not wise for a married woman to leave her marriage simply because her husband cheated. And then this friend of hers equally went ahead to say that most divorced women, or most women or single mothers who has left their marriage because their husband cheated, that they eventually become side chicks to married men, thereby rotating the cycle keeps going on and on and on. So I want us to talk about this thing, and she was asking, how true is it? Yes, I just hope I got the question right, because I'm going to be talking based on this now. So without talking too much, let's dive into the video. Don't forget to subscribe, that's if you haven't subscribed already. So guys, you're welcome back again. Do I say 99.9% cheat? Okay. Well, the truth is, not all men cheat. Yes. I understand that we are all imperfect people. We were all born in sin by our first parents, Adam and Eve, and we've been living in sin. And nobody can come out to say, I have not sinned. I have never sinned. We sin on a daily basis. That is fact. It could be one small minor thing that you think that is nothing, but it's actually a sin. So we are all sinners. We've all sinned. We've all fallen short of God's glory. However, it is God's undeserved kindness. It is God's mercy towards us that we are still alive, and that He's still extending His mercies and urging us to repent and come back to Him. Right? So now, say all men are cheaters, all married men are cheating, I'll say it's a lie. You understand? I'll say it's a lie. Because it's not something they do continuously. Let's say maybe one person or two persons must have fallen short of that thing and did it, one time, but they've decided, you see this thing, I will never do it again. So if you now say that all of them are cheating, you see that you're making a very big mistake. There are men that could say, no, I'm not going to cheat my wife. I'm not going to, hurt my wife in that way, and they maintain it. Of course, there are men like that. There are good men. You understand? I feel like there's no need, there's no point. I cannot do this to my wife, and they maintain it. There are men like that. Now, a woman shouldn't leave because her husband cheated. Okay. Now, yes, you equally say that a woman should not leave her marriage because her husband cheated, probably because he rents everywhere. So that place she's going again, the man is still going to cheat on her. Well, that is her decision to make. Sorry, that is her decision. If a woman thinks that I cannot deal with this cheating thing, he has been cheating, he has been doing this one, I cannot deal with it, I cannot continue, and she wants out, it is biblical. Let me just read Matthew chapter 5 verse 32. It says, however, I say to you that everyone divorcing his wife except on account of sexual immorality makes her a subject for adultery, and whoever marries a divorced woman commits adultery. I did a video where I explained this thing extensively. That video is going to go up after this one. You understand? So, but on the ground of sexual immorality, a woman or a man is free to move on with her life. You understand? And say, I cannot marry again. You understand? So now, another thing that you said is that most women who eventually left their marriages because of cheating, because on the grounds of, sexual immorality, they cannot deal with it anymore, they left the marriage, that those women go out to go still become side chicks to married men, thereby causing another woman pain. Well, on this particular note now, last one now that you mentioned, yeah, I've seen a lot of women. Do I say I've seen, or I've heard a lot of women who divorced their husbands, or their husband divorced them, whichever way there is a divorce, and then eventually they start sleeping around with married men. Now, this part now is true, but I'm going to speak for myself. I'm not going to speak for all these women. They can speak for themselves, because you asked how true is it, right? So I'm going to use myself as an example. As God lives, I have never had anything to do with any married man. However, I'm going to share with you guys a story. Like, there's this man that I liked very well, and I always go to his office because I had one thing or the other to do at his office. I do not want to tell you what he does so you guys don't, start gazing. So I always go to his office for one thing, business strictly, but I used to admire him, and the guy is very fine, the kind of man I used to like. And I never saw him wearing any ring, so I didn't know he was married. That's the truth. So one day we started talking, and he took my number, he collected my number, and then he said he would call me because of the business that we were doing. So along the line we started talking, and he has a very good sense of humor. We were talking, and then one day he invited me out on a date. So he came to the house with his car, and he picked me up. So we went out on this date. So when we went out on this date, he went to a very cool place where people were around too, but we had privacy to talk and all that. So we were talking when his phone beeped. Meanwhile, while we were talking, he kept his phone by this side. I was sitting this side, so he kept his phone this side. So I didn't know why, because I was holding my phone sharp, but nothing really occurred to me. When his phone beeped, he took his phone to check what beeped. Immediately, I saw a picture of children. I saw 3 boys' picture in the phone. It was then that the thing dawned on me, like, Chineke, I mean, no man will just take a picture of his nephews or, random children and put as his profile picture, like as his screensaver. It has to be his children. So when I saw that picture, my mind was like, damn, could it be that this man is married? Remember, all this while we've been talking, he has never given me any clue that he's married, nothing. And our conversation has not really gone deep. You understand? We're still talking. That was actually our first date outside the phone conversations. So when I saw that picture, my mind told me, damn, could it be that this man is married? So I said, okay, no problem. So when he dropped the phone, he kept talking about how he likes me, how he'll do anything for me. He just want me to give him a chance. He just kept pouring his heart. So because me, I know they feel, it gets some kind of why they feel hold, but this one I couldn't hold it. So I asked him, are you married? And he said, he was reluctant at first to answer the question, but then he eventually said yes, that he's married. In there and then, I made up my mind that, this thing cannot work. Even though a married woman actually did this thing to me. A married woman ruined my marriage. Like, he follow, not be saying that she gone sha, but she follow Rina. You get? Normally, a lot of women, when they come out from this kind of situation, they say, okay, una do me this thing, abi, I could do back. I must do back. You see those pain that I felt, you see all those cries that I cried, all of una will feel them. All of them will collect. Because personally, a married woman did it to me, and I had her Facebook. I know her Facebook account. I know her husband's Facebook account. If I decide that I want to toe that line, I'm a fine girl. I can toe it very comfortably, and nothing will happen. But my Bible trained conscience will not let me do that kind of thing. You understand? So I couldn't do it, not to her, or not to any other person. So when I asked him, and he reluctantly said yes, that he's married, but then that it will not be a problem, that he's going to take care of me, he's going to do this one, he's going to do that one. There and there I knew that it wasn't going to work. So I told him, well, the truth is that I can never date a married man. He said, that he regrets telling me the truth, but that he felt like he could tell me the truth because he wanted us to be matured about it. So being matured about me means that I will not call him at certain time. I would respect that he's a married man. So whenever he wants, he will reach out to me. Meanwhile, he will take care of all my bills. Talking about money, yes, he's very rich. He has money. He could take care of me or my responsibility. You don't understand. But then I couldn't bring myself to doing that to another married woman, even though another married woman did it to me. So you see why I said I'm going to answer for myself. So personally, I have never had anything to do with a married man. So most women who must have fallen into this kind of situation probably didn't equally know that the man is a married man. Whereas there are still women that will be like, person do am to me, I must do it back. You understand? And they go. But whichever way, everybody has their own conscience to deal with, right? Me personally, as a Bible trained student, somebody who is trying so hard, even though it is not easy, I'm not gonna lie, even though it is not easy, I am trying so hard to live by Bible principles. I'm not saying that I don't fall short. I'm human. You understand? I still make mistakes, but then I still, when I fall, I try to rise up and try again. When I fall, I try to rise up and do what? Try again. So now, I believe I've answered your question. But if you feel like there are more questions that you want to ask, you're still free to, ask the question. So thank you so much for watching this video. So I'll see you in my next video. Until then,